Hi everyone, this is Chef Luis from Valleyfair Amusement Park, and today we're going to be doing 3 Mexican recipes in honor of Cinco de Mayo. We're going to be doing tinga de pollo, guacamole, and agua de Jamaica. We're going to start off with the tinga de pollo. We have our saute pan here. We're going to heat it up. We've got our tomato and chipotle pepper. We blended it in. It's all in here. You can buy a can of plum tomatoes, about a 22-ounce can. You can also buy a can of chipotle peppers. Here we have some chipotle peppers. Now, these are our shredded chicken breasts. You can buy chicken breasts at the store. Put them in water, let them boil, and then let them cool off, and then you can shred your chicken. Save the chicken stock because you're going to be using it. Here we have some sliced onions. Start off with our preheated saute pan. Make sure you don't put anything cold in a saute pan. Make sure your saute pan is hot. So this is nice and hot. We're going to add our tomato chipotle mixture. Next thing, we're just going to make sure it's nice and hot. So it's getting there. We're going to add our chicken. We're going to mix this fairly well. We're going to add our onions. And we're going to add a little bit of chicken stock. Remember, this chicken stock is the same stock that you boil your chicken breast with, so make sure you save it because you're going to use it. Now that we add our onions, we're going to let this simmer for 15-20 minutes. But before we let it sit, we're going to add our seasonings. So here are our seasonings. We got kosher salt, black pepper, and chicken bouillon. And you can buy this stuff at any Mexican store. You can buy the cubes. This comes in a powder form, so you can buy that at any store. Now we're going to add these to our tinga. We're going to add a tablespoon and a half of salt. We're going to add about half a teaspoon of pepper. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of the chicken bouillon. We're going to mix well. You can also use a spoon. In this case, I'm just using a pair of tongs here. So now we're going to let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Now it's been about 20 minutes, and you got a finished product here. Your onions are nicely cooked, translucent. And make sure you double check your flavors. Get a spoon. We'll check it. It's right on the money. And here you have your tinga de pollo. Well, now that we have our tinga and we tasted it, you can taste the tomatoes, the salt, a little bit of everything, the peppers that we put in there, the chipotle peppers. So now we have these beautiful tostadas. You can also buy these at your local markets, Mexican markets, or at your local cut foods. Now you're just going to get a little bit of the tinga de pollo. And just like that. And then you can serve it up. Now we're going to be making our guacamole. We have a little molcajete. That's what these are called. Very traditional little dish here. We have our diced avocados. We're going to do about maybe 1.5 avocados in here, like so. All right. We're going to do about 2 tablespoons of onions. Do 2 tablespoons of tomatoes. 1 tablespoon of jalapenos. And we got our cilantro here, all chopped up. We're going to do a little sprinkle of cilantro. And we're going to squeeze maybe 1.5 limes here. You can also use a fork to help you with the juicing of the lime. We're going to do about half a teaspoon of salt. And we're just going to do a little bit of pepper, just to give it a little more flavor. Now we're going to mix it. And the reason I dice my avocados, it's easier to mix and mash. So when you have a whole avocado, it kind of gets difficult. It's easier to mash once you dice it up. So you don't have to do it. You can put the whole avocado half in there, and then you can smash them whole. But I like dicing mine. Last but not least, we're going to do our agua de Jamaica. Agua de Jamaica is a traditional Mexican drink. Now, Jamaica is this dry flower. You can buy this at any Mexican store. You just got to ask for it if you don't know where it is. Ask somebody that works there, and they'll help you find it. So now we have our dry flowers, our Jamaica flowers here. We're going to add this to a pot, okay, like so. Now we're going to add about 2 quarts of water. And then we're going to get our heat nice and high. We're going to bring it to a boil. Once it gets to a boil, we're going to bring it down to a simmer for about 10 to 12 minutes. So now that it has boiled for about 12 minutes, you want to strain it into a container. It can be any container. In this case, I have a 2-quart container. And the finished product should look something like this. So we're going to pour about maybe 2 ounces of the concentrated liquid. We're going to add our water. And we're going to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of sugar. The sugar is to your liking. Some people like it sweet, some people don't like it that sweet. I like it in between. Remember, you can also do this in a bigger batch. So now, let's taste. Now we have all our 3 finished products. We have our tinga de pollo, our guacamole, and our agua de Jamaica. You can get a little guac, throw it on your tinga. Now we have our perfect combination for a perfect Cinco de Mayo. And remember, have a safe Cinco de Mayo and stay hungry, my friends.